Damas y caballeros, yo soy Jesús Ricardo Rodríguez y están viendo el show de Roman.
This is The Roman Show.
Rodolfo Roman of The Roman Show here, celebrating Cinco de Mayo in Miami, Florida, and how ironic it is, right? We got Ricardo Rodriguez right next to me, former NXT WWE superstar, joining me here in South Florida. Ricardo, a pleasure to speak to you, and how ironic, right? We're talking about celebrating Mexican culture here, which many people get it wrong. They always think it's a drinking party, but it's really not.
No, and it's funny because I think like today everybody's Mexican. Everybody, regardless of race, creed, whatever, everybody's Mexican. Just like St. Patrick's Day, everybody's Irish, right? So I'm actually very happy to be here. I live in Orlando, which is only a couple hours away from here. We're doing an event here that's featuring Blue Demon Jr. And we're also going to have Mexican legend, Smasca Sagrada, who I grew up watching as a kid. So I'm definitely happy to be a part of this. And obviously, Cinco de Mayo. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that, unless Donald Trump wins. I heard things change after that.
Oh, Jesus, man. And you know what's sad, man? I mean, I knew, like, Kasich didn't have a chance, but, like, he dropped out yesterday. And then it's sad where this place is going. It really is.
Well, let's talk some pro wrestling, because you know a lot about that. Obviously, you're in NXT, you're in WWE Superstar. But after that, you've been on several independent scenes. You went to AAA. But let's first talk about what I found very interesting is you were a trainer in India for the Great Khali's wrestling school. Tell me about that experience and how it came about.
I was there for 6 months, total 6 months from, I remember it was September, I believe end of September till March. Khali opened up a school, I believe, maybe a couple months prior. A couple months prior, and I got contacted about being a coach over there, which I mean I was coaching when I was in WWE anyways, so Khali knew that, and then I got hit up and he said, hey, do you want to come down here for 6 months? He'll take care of me. He did take care of me. You have your room, your board, all that stuff, pay. So I did. I was there for 6 months. When I first got there, we had about 25 students, and then by the end of it, by the time we left, I had about 100 students enrolled. I was in the ring, man, from like 9 in the morning to like 10 at night every day, 6 days a week. Our Sundays consisted of going to the local market to get our food for the week. So, but it was definitely an experience. It really was. It makes you appreciate a lot of things that we take for granted here in the States. You see like the way they live over there and like the sacrifice they have to make in order just to afford wrestling shoes or just to afford the tuition to be able to go to the school, to travel to the school every day. It gives you much appreciation of what we take for granted here. So,
are these talents? What is something compared to the Mexican students, the American students compared to the ones over there? I mean, what are the differences? What sets them apart from the rest of the guys?
The language.
Aside from the language.
Well, I mean, aside from the language, honestly, I mean, and you're gonna run into this regardless of wherever you go in the world. I mean, you're gonna have your guys that want to do this because they saw something cool on TV and then just like, I could do this. This looks easy. Which if you've ever done it, you understand it's not easy. And then you have those guys that have very passionate, they're very driven, they're very motivated, they're hungry, they want to do this, they want to make something out of it. I would imagine, like, say, kids in Mexico from like lower class, the guys from India who want to be able to provide for their families down the line, to make a career, a dream come true. Especially in India, where the Great Khali School was the only place you can go to in India. That's the only school available there for the students. You can't go anywhere else. So you see that they don't. A lot of those students they don't take it for granted. They appreciate every single little thing because that's the only way for them to live their dream. Because in their minds, a lot of these guys didn't have power, they didn't have running water. So they would sacrifice all this, and their parents would sacrifice so much for these kids to go and train, to make a dream come true for them. Something that in their minds they never thought possible, because until Great Khali was there was nothing else available for them in India. So you see a lot of passion.
When you left the WWE, and of course Alberto Del Rio, or back then it was El Patron, you guys went to AAA. Tell me that experience, because I remember seeing the video, the excitement. You had El Hijo del Perro was there as well. Yeah. God bless his soul. But I remember how the cheering, it was just crazy.
It was definitely a surprise, actually, because I wasn't even scheduled to be on that event. I was there for Alberto's brother's wedding. I was there for that. That's why I went. And then he's a hey, I have a show tonight. Do you want to come? I was like, yeah, I'll go. Which, I mean, we were going from the wedding to a different city to visit, other people. So I had all my luggage all with me. So then Conan, who was there, and Dorian, they're like, hey, do you want to be part of this? I was like, yes. So they're like, all right, maybe this is only a couple minutes before the show even started. So I was like, okay, yeah, cool. And they're like, okay, go do the whole announcement thing. Okay, all right. And then that's just kind of how it happened. It was definitely fun though. I mean, just for me as a kid to, as a fan growing up watching AAA, right? Because when I was a kid, that's what was available as far as like Mexican wrestling on TV in LA is AAA. So growing up watching that and then finally being a part of it, and not only that, with one of my best friends in Alberto, that definitely was something special for me. And it was definitely a pleasure to have done something with Perrito Aguayo. It was definitely a pleasure with Pedro. Definitely sad. We were all in Australia when we got the news. But it was definitely something special to me, right? Growing up watching his dad and then doing something with him, being able to share a ring with him, that was definitely special for me.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, there's other companies that like Lucha Underground now that has brought some of that AAA talent. I remember interviewing Rey Mysterio, and what is it going to take for America to have more of Lucha Libre, because it's exciting. And that was today specifically, the WWE actually posted a video about Cinco de Mayo and how so many maneuvers, it came from Mexico, the Hurricane Rana, so many, El Tope Suicida, they've all made their way into what it is now, sports entertainment. So what is it going to take, and what a chance of you going into Lucha Underground?
Well, we'll get to the Lucha Underground part in a sec. Here's the thing, though. If you really watch independent wrestling, it's very heavily Lucha influenced. It's a mixture between, now it's a mixture between Lucha and Japanese strong style. That's all independent wrestling really is, if you really think about it. All the flying stuff, that's all Lucha Libre, right? That's all Lucha Libre. All the strikes, that's just from Japan, so it's a mixture of both. And then you add a little extra flavor from England, the catch, the chain wrestling, the whole submission. That's all from Europe. So you mix all three, and you get the American style, right? So it's a melting pot of all of them, which much like our culture here in the U.S., right? So it's a melting pot. Same thing with the independent wrestling here in the States. It's all flying, strong style, catch wrestling. So it's all a mixture of everything. So Lucha has been in this thing forever. It's been forever, right? It's always been here. We just don't pay attention to it. We don't acknowledge it. But it's always been here. And then as far as the Lucha Underground thing, I would love to be a part of it. Since they started, I started talking to them, and then something just, I didn't even know where, we just stopped talking. I don't know why. But I would love to be a part of it one day. It's definitely grown into something, and then seeing a lot of my close friends be a part of it and seeing how much fun they're having, is definitely refreshing, and it makes me want to be a part of it even more. So I'm hoping that maybe in the next couple of seasons, and I'm hoping they stick around. I'm hoping the next couple of seasons I'll be a part of it for sure.
One thing is you're a part of it tonight with CCW and ECW veteran Pablo Marquez. Tell me that relationship you got with him and his training facility that he has here in South Florida. He's building some great talent.
Oh, definitely. I've been down at his facility a couple of times. Last night we did a seminar with Blue Demon Jr., which was definitely refreshing for myself, and just to kind of retouch base on the lucha side, right? Because it's kind of like a language, right? If you don't speak it after a while, you forget it. So it was nice for me to kind of go back and remember lucha, right side, everything on the right side, certain little techniques. So for me, it was fun. And then tonight here, Cinco de Mayo, right at Coyo Taco Shop, I'm definitely excited. Like I saw videos and footage of last year, so I'm definitely happy to be a part of this. We have, like I said, Máscara Sagrada, an idol of mine. Torres Daudos from AAA. We have also, obviously, Blue Demon Jr., myself, the legendary Pablo Marquez, and then we have the beautiful women of CCW. Renee Michelle. We have Rachel Ellering, daughter of Paul Ellering, who was the manager of the World Warriors. We have Chelsea Durden. We have so many talented people here tonight. So I'm definitely happy to be a part of this for sure.
Ricardo, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate it. And thank you for being a part of this. It's going to be a great event.
Oh, claro. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
This is The Roman Show.